Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR. Welcome to the One Lane Road podcast with Lucas and DK. I'm Lucas.
I am DK as always.
There's that guy right there. So, second one for the night. Just got done doing an interview with Wes Shipp, one of the members of the North Springs Music Festival, coming up October 15th. Get your tickets at northspringsmusicfestival.com.
Yeah, big shout out to Zach Lee for creating our website. It looks fantastic. I wasn't going to spend money on a website.
You know, why would you?
Zach took the initiative.
To spend the money himself. Good job.
No, thank
son.
you, Zach.
You're not
checks in the mail, brother. Checks in the mail.
It'll never come.
No, I was like, because I didn't, I done it with a radio station last year. I don't know if I got my money's worth, really, because if you're listening to that radio station, which I love the people that work at that radio station, they were good to me. But if you're listening to that radio station, you probably don't like
the music that you put
on. So I don't know if it applied, but so I was like, man, I asked him about a website, and I was like, I don't know if I really need to spend that much money. Is people really going to go to the website? But now that the artists are sharing it, I see that it is necessary.
Yeah.
But Zach went out of his way to get all these descriptions of all these people, and he sent me a sample. I was like, you already done all that? By the time he done all that, I felt kind of obliged to go ahead and pay him.
Yeah, just go ahead and let's do it now.
Man, this dude, have you looked at the website?
No, I have not.
Pull it up.
I'm a terrible person. I don't want to do that on here. I might touch a button that stops the
all right.
progress.
Well, he is, so I'm going to run through it for everybody. I just want to brag on Zach for a minute. I've got this pulled up, but he's got the Dustin Kennedy Entertainment as soon as you log on there.
Uh-huh.
Boom, North Springs Music Festival, October 15th, 2020. General admission tickets. You got that for the VIP where you get your T-shirt and your show poster. Camping on site. He's got all that hooked up. So we are 23 days, 6 hours, 10 minutes, and 30 seconds away from the third annual.
Bam! Countdown.
Third annual North Springs Music Festival. Where else? North Springs. Don't believe Cole Chaney's tour dates. It is out and actually not in Gainesboro, Tennessee for the North Springs Music Festival.
It's in North Springs.
It's like the time Jason Edie, the first time he played here, he said, man, send me some pictures. I want to make an Instagram post, which I thought was badass on his part. That was really nice. And he goes, great time last night in Cookeville, Tennessee. And I said, well, Cookeville, Gainesboro. His hotel was in Cookeville.
Right.
This is where he woke up at.
Right.
So,
and for the people from Texas, it's close enough.
They don't care.
Yeah.
People in Stephenville, Texas don't give a shit if it's Cookeville or North Springs or
Lubbock.
Gainesboro.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of Gainesville, Florida.
Yeah.
Gainesboro, Tennessee. Nah, I never heard of her.
And I just, people that were at Cole Chaney last December, I want to brag on you. I just mentioned on the Wes Shipp, just in case you don't ever listen to the Wes Shipp interview. I was talking to Cole last weekend in Glasgow, Kentucky, at a really cool place called The Grove. And he said, man, that was really cool. He said, I'm looking forward to coming back down there. He said, what was that place called, Gainesville? Mm-hmm. And I said, Gainesboro. He goes, that's right. He said, man, that was the first time a crowd flipped for me.
What does that mean, truthfully?
I just, the crowd was really good. When you got Travis Fox going, after every song, and it just hypes everybody else up.
Gasses them.
He just, I guess he was used to playing around a lot of shows in Kentucky where he knows the people. Like, he came here blind. He knew nobody at this show. He didn't know me.
Uh-huh.
That was the first time I met him that night.
They do.
Not that night. They raised hell at Roaring River Moonshine Distillery, all them 70 people.
Moonshine.
Well, and it was flowing.
Right.
But so was everything else because it's an open cooler policy that you can find at Dustin Kennedy Entertainment shows, at $5. Let me tell you about Richard Hubbard, my friend Richard. I'm going to call out Richard. I'm all over the place. First off, don't let me forget about Richard. I walk in here, and I've been here for an hour and...
I don't know what story we're on right now. I can't tell you to come back to anything because I don't know where we're going.
Just remember Richard and Cole Chaney.
Okay, I got you.
An hour and 20 minutes into this, I've still got swamp ass for my child playing football and wanting to drive home because he got his license yesterday. Right. Happy birthday, Waylon. Sweet 16 yesterday.
Happy birthday.
How about that? Got a 16-year-old. So he drives my truck home, and I get in it and swap. I don't even know it. I've sit in hot, sweaty football sweat in my truck, and I've got swamp ass walking up here on Clay County Highway to your house, and I've still got an hour and 20 minutes.
You know
later.
what's worse? It's not your swamp ass.
It's not even my swamp ass. It's a damn. And you know, the kids are disgusting.
They really are.
Disgusting.
Right? You remember how disgusting we were when we were kids?
I remember we'd all used to sleep all over each other's houses. Me, you, and Chris, and then but when it was really fat, it was like me and Elliot, Nathan Odell, and Chance and Darren. Like we were a bunch of fat kids,
right.
And we'd play outside for hours because kids these days they don't know that you actually used to go outside.
You go outside and you play
activities,
and like it is today, 90 degrees, 168% humidity. Everybody's sweating. God, they stink. They just smell so bad,
especially when you're fat.
Oh my God, it smells like cheese. It smells like 6 cans of Cheese Whiz just walking around the house, just sweaty, stinky Cheese Whiz.
Elliot Brown had a small bedroom in his house up Ronnie and Betty's on Chicken Branch Road.
Yeah.
And there would be legit 4 of us in ball shorts and no shirt, jelly bellies. Brad Craig and Jonathan Odell call us the jelly bellies.
Yeah, just blowing sardine gas in the air.
Farts,
oh God,
stinky feet. And it was.
And the kids never know it. The kids don't know they stink. And then the mom and dad walk in and go, "Oh my God,
yeah,
who let these 6 walruses just lay in here like this?"
The best time of my life.
Funnest shit ever.
Yeah,
best shit ever.
And we play video games too. You damn losers.
Yeah, but NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
Yeah, all day long. Me and Elliot used to lose on purpose just to keep going to overtimes.
Yeah,
but then what a crazy idea! Once we played NBA Jam, we go outside and play real basketball.
I'm gonna block shit out of you. It's like I'm gonna go Flying Dutchman on you like we did a while ago on a 6-foot goal.
And Elliot had one of those chain nets
that rip your fingernails
the shit out of your finger.
Yeah, fingernails are gone. Pinch your fingers.
So basically, kids, quit being lazy.
Yeah.
You know what really chaps me about
But really,
kids?
let's go ahead and throw this out there. We just got through saying how fat we were. It ain't like it did us any good being out there playing.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Why were we?
You tell me.
It's because when we
you tell me, Dick, we just complained about both things.
You know the fattest thing I ever done when I was a kid?
I don't know what yours is, but mine is eat the entire pack of Oreos.
Nah, I do that.
The whole pack.
We know that's a staple for One Lane Road. Everybody knows we're.
I did it when I was a kid, and I'll do it now.
Yeah. Well, here was my fat. You ready for this?
Tell me.
This is my God.
Yeah.
My God.
It's not blaspheme before we do it now, but
no.
Yeah.
Pepperoni Hot Pockets. Which hot pockets are sketchy anyway because hot pockets because the one on the
1,000 degrees on the outside,
1,000 degrees on the inside.
Yeah,
on the one
inside.
on the left, the other one's still frozen.
Yeah, right.
How do you put the same damn 2 hot pockets in the same damn microwave on the same damn plate, and one of them gives you 3rd-degree burns in the mouth, the other one's still an icicle?
Yeah,
make it make sense. You can't.
You get trichinosis from one because it's not cooked. It's not cooked yet. You get trichinosis from it. The other one goes down and burns the trichinosis out of your belly, so you're in good shape. I'm sorry. Just go ahead.
Who are we trying to impress? Trigonomics.
Yeah, get your trigonomics in your. Yeah.
But then, so those are calorie packed enough, right?
Oh yeah.
Then you take the worst chips known to man's breath in history, the Cool Ranch Doritos. And I would bust up the bottom of the ends of the Hot Pockets.
If you ain't shoving them bastards full of you
try it.
Get out of here.
If you're at your house right now, and you have access to Cool Ranch Doritos and Hot Pockets, even if you don't, run down to Food City, run down to Food Line, run down to Kroger, run down to Melvin's, wherever you got to go get you some Hot Pockets and some Doritos and be fat. Be a fat kid tonight.
Somebody sitting around looking at Twinkie and said, cream filling in a cake, that's fantastic. Let's put Dorito filling in a Hot Pocket and see what that shit don't taste like. You know what it tastes like?
I would sit at home and watch Billy Madison.
Curtis's daughter the other day asked me, she goes, "Do you eat weird stuff?" I said, "I don't know what you mean." She said, "Do you just put ketchup on pizza and shit?" I said,
do.
Yeah, you damn right I do. And you know what? I've been doing it since the 90s.
You put ketchup on pizza?
I used to.
I will in weird situations.
You know those rectangular pizzas?
Do I know them?
If I've got one of those rectangular pizzas, there's no way I'm not putting ketchup on it.
Do I know them?
Yeah, right.
We lived on them. We grew up on them.
If I've got one of those around, ketchup.
We have a food catering service back in the good old days at Tutco. Good old days, I mean 2 years ago before COVID. And I'd say, "Hey, girl, why don't you June, get us some breakfast pizza up in here."
Hey, June.
And she said, June, not Jude.
Oh.
June.
I got you.
Like the
June.
month.
Mm-hmm.
Sandwich right in between May and July.
June.
And
May, June, July.
June. And I said, "June, get some breakfast pizza." She was so proud. She come with me with some cheese stuffed. She's like, "Here you go." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
What is this?
I'm talking about the rectangular pizza. She goes, "You said breakfast pizza, and it's pizza for breakfast." I said, "Get out of here. I'd fire you if I was grade A catering right now." I said, "What do you mean? It's a rectangular pizza. Everybody knows. You didn't go to school at Herman Springs? You didn't go to a K8 anywhere?"
And bring me some of those vegetable sticks.
I didn't fuck with the vegetable sticks.
You didn't fuck with them? You know what I would do? I would trade my other stuff for vegetable sticks. You know what I would eat? I would eat an entire tray of vegetable sticks and pizzas with ketchup on it.
I would throw vegetable sticks.
Ketchup on fucking everything.
Yeah, now ketchup on everything. Ketchup is live. I would throw my vegetable sticks at freshmen.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I never threw shit. I never threw food because I was shoveling it in my fat face.
That's right.
Oh, man, I should have brought some pictures. My mom found some 21-year-old pictures. Almost 22-year-old pictures. No, the pictures are 22 years old. From 22 years ago, or 21 years ago, almost 22.
So it's 1998. 2000, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I was like, hell, I don't know. Anyway, I had just turned 16, leaned up on that car right there. Hey, here's the thing. Just got it developed this year, just like 3 days ago. Never been developed from whatever year that was. Me leaning up on that car looks just like it does right now.
Your car, we bragged on it last time. That looks fantastic. I wish I could repeat what I said to you on there. I can't. I'm a man of stature.
Right,
you know?
now, yeah.
I'm a man of the people. I can't be talking about
the nonsense that we talked about.
Whether you were going to play that one game we played back in our youth. What was it called?
You know that one game.
Hide the something.
Yeah.
And, that's what you did in your first Mustang, I'd imagine.
Well, my only Mustang,
Yeah.
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 It's a 1995 Cobra. You know what I am? King of the rednecks in it. I'm like redneck royalty.
No, that's what you said last time.
What do you got? IROC Z? Get out of here with a 93 Camaro IROC Z. I got Mustang.
It looks awesome.
I'm the only Mustang driver. I've got one friend that doesn't have any hair now, but I'm the only Mustang driver that won't have a mullet. Might grow it.
Why don't you go down to this car wash and just hang out, see if anybody comes down there like they used to?
Hey, anybody want to talk to me down here at the car wash?
Yeah, man, it looks good down there. They may charge $15 for a car wash. They may charge $75. Have you tried to use that car wash?
It cost me $2. Yeah,
$2.
Yeah, $2 a break. Yep, $2 to start the machine.
I don't know what I got charged on there. That's the hardest car wash I've ever tried to figure out in my life.
Did you give it the old card swap?
Yeah.
You just did. What you didn't do was hit stop.
I think I paid $86 for that car wash.
Here's the thing you didn't do. Got to hit stop when you're done, or it'll keep charging you up until
the next
up until it hits a certain number.
No, I got charged a lot. $86, obviously facetious. I think I paid a lot for that.
Yeah, I mean you'll rack up like 20 something bucks if you don't hit the stop button. It'll run like
I don't understand.
It assumes that you want it.
I'm not bitter, but it was $17.42.
Yeah, it assumes that you're wanting some time. You know what I mean? It assumes you're still going, so it just keeps going until you hit the old stop.
I'm not a 1 minute man. I think that's been proven.
Yeah,
it's been proven.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need some time.
Yeah,
I need time to get in there.
Yeah, you get time to get started. Really,
I don't even get started till 7 minutes.
Nobody even knows I'm there for the first 6. But
like Thad Johnson, give me 3 pumps, maybe 4. Speaking of 4 pumps, I want to go back to Richard Hubbard.
Hey, that guy.
Because he said, what about these new soles?
I like that.
What these new soles on the Cowboys, on the Lou Casey Cayman bellies? Thad said, I'll take him. I said, I need these resold, baby. He said, take them to Lou Casey. And I said, why? I ain't taking them to the Gulch. I ain't a high maintenance Hendersonville man like you. I'm taking them up here to this Amish cat in Sparta.
He put the sole on.
Look at that son bitch, $60.
Nice. I wish I'd have knew that because I had a pair that I threw away the other day, not Lou Casey's. Hey, I was stomping through some cow shit the other day, and there's a cow truck driver coming down through there, and a pair of Cayman belly Lou Casey's, just like yours. I said, you going to stomp them Cayman bellies through the middle of this cow shit? He said, no. He said, give me just a minute. I'm going to go change them.
Cayman bellies ain't never seen a field.
No.
I can't. The struggle I have keeping these down.
Yeah, right. You step in a field, they get up.
I won't step in the field in the Cayman bellies.
Yeah.
Somebody the other day, here's my deal with this. I've tried to be as humble as I can about my Cayman bellies, okay?
Right.
I've tried.
They won't let you, though.
It just automatically says different tax bracket.
Yeah, right.
When you see somebody in some Cayman bellies, you're like, oh.
The upper body says lower tax bracket, but the feet give it away every time. You can't hide money.
And I tell you what I like to do.
Right.
I like to step out of my 06 Chevy Malibu.
Oh, yeah.
With 172,000 miles, with a rusted hole in the driver's side, with 2 hubcaps missing.
Yeah.
They're like, look at this guy.
And then hit them Cayman bellies,
And I
hit
come
the
out
streets.
like, you know what? I decided not to have a car payment so I can have some Cayman bellies. And you don't know nothing about it. And I asked this young little married couple the other day. They got married up here, and I said, guys, wedding pictures look good. I said, I knew you look beautiful. This was the guy I was worried about. He said, well, she said, as long as I had clean boots, that's all she worried about. I said, what'd you wear? He said, I wear these ostrich. I said, son, don't ever let anybody worry you to death about these. I said, what you are? I said, you can't be first. I was first. It's all right. You're learning. You're learning. Those are some nice ostrich boots. They're not my favorite. Ostrich ain't my favorite. I've told you that.
I wear ostrich. Told me you don't like them.
Yeah, I don't like them. I like certain colors.
Right.
Yours is all right because it's you.
Right.
Somebody else will be like, look at this dumb bastard wearing ostrich skin.
Yeah.
But I like this little kid's. He said, I said, anybody messed with you? He said, no. I said, don't worry about it. One of my best friends my entire life named Brent Duffer, and he made fun of my boots.
Yeah.
He said, what's those? And a lot of people said, what's those? And is it? Don't worry about people that don't understand the lavish lifestyle that we live, Andrew.
Yeah, they don't know money.
They don't know. But Brent does. Brent's lost more money in a ditch somewhere than I've ever had. But what he don't understand is the lavish lifestyle it takes to wear Cayman belly boots. And so I'm not wearing them in 2022. You look at them. Look at the hole. Look in the hole in the side. Look at the hole in the side. You know what that is?
Character.
Trendsetter. Before its time. You hear people say, well, he was before his time.
That's you.
The Cayman bellies in 2017, April of 2017, were way before its time. You know what else it was? I don't remember anybody wearing square toe. I was one of the first people in our friend group wearing square toe in June 2012. You know why I was such a trendsetter? Because I ordered the wrong ones off Tractor Supply. I got them. I said, what the fuck are these? Square toe. I don't know about square toe, but guess what? Made it a trend. Fast forward 5 years later, who's the first person you know wearing exotic boots in this area?
I don't know.
My grandpa was wearing them in the 80s, but you know what? That's called genetics, Jack. Here I am. Somebody's getting life flighted. Prayers going up. Hope they got air evac through my friend Lisa J. Arnett. Don't actually go with her because we asked for stickers for months, and she didn't get them. Look, what kind are you wearing? Ariat. Okay. I'm just saying.
These are Aryan. Look here. What do you know about vented uppers?
I don't. Vented?
What do you know about vented uppers?
You can breathe in them.
What do you know about vented uppers? Them Cayman bellies, they don't breathe. You know what they don't do? They didn't breathe. You know what you did? Vented them. You do know about vents. You did know about vents. Look right here. Got vents right inside.
Pour the hell out of them.
Yeah.
They're vented. Look, you don't give a shit how hot your feet get
when
wearing Cayman bellies. I told little Andrew, I said, Andrew, you, my friend, you are ahead of the game now.
Uh-huh.
You can't be first.
Yeah.
But you can be next in the long line of badasses wearing exotic boots.
Oh, yeah.
And people ain't going to understand it. I said, man, we've got this award-winning podcast in Hermitage Springs.
Yeah.
As we've been doing it for 6 years. You may have heard of it. It's called One Lane Road. It's fantastic. It's the best one around. And I said, guess what? We've said it once. We've said it a million times. Nobody knew what a podcast was until we started it.
Bam. We
started this gangster shit. And that's the mother thanks we get. Uh-oh. So that's kind of how I feel. When I see somebody with exotic boots, I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Did you wear them in March of 2017?
Yeah, I did.
You had the ostrich.
Yeah.
You may have started this game.
I don't know that I did, and I don't know that I didn't. But I've had mine for a minute.
Why don't you just go ahead and be a dick like me and claim you did?
Because I don't know. You know, you got a lot of confidence about it, and you kind of convinced me that you might have had them first. But, you know, you're throwing your timeline around, and I'm going, you know, I don't know.
I got receipts. You want to see them?
No. What I'm saying is you're throwing your timeline around, you're making me go, I think I might have been before that, but he might talk me into believing he had them prior to.
I remember us talking about it, and you were sitting around like, oh man, you got those April 26, 2017. I just got mine. May the 1st. I was like a week behind you,
right.
DK.
Right.
You know,
maybe that's what it was.
I said, well, you can't be first, Lucas.
Yeah, maybe you're next. You be next. Yeah.
That's what me and Ric Flair tell the ladies.
You know, right. You know, you told a lot of people they could be next. Then you know, you lied to Andrew. Been to Andrew. You lied to Andrew.
Yeah, well, Andrew, it's the oldest ride in the park, the longest line.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
They still keep coming.
Oh yeah.
And coming.
Yeah.
Back for more of exotic boot stories on the One Lane Road podcast.
Hey, y'all can go listen to your other shit all you want to, but if you want quality damn material, you got to come to the One Lane Road podcast. You want to talk about some damn boots? Yeah. I know a man's got a 14 AAA foot. You want to talk about some damn boots?
Well, I just feel.
We'll mess with you.
I'm just telling you. I remember every slur that the Cayman Bellies were given.
Yeah.
Now look.
Now look at them getting a new soul put on them.
I'm just saying. Ric Flair noticed them in the fairgrounds a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
He gave him a woo.
Woo!
He didn't.
No,
He didn't look at him. But so what would you think if somebody called you, Lucas, in a tough year that it is?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here not trying to charge $100 a ticket. I'm giving you 8 hours of music, probably more than that by the time it's all said and done.
Right.
And somebody's got enough audacity, nerve, disrespect. Any more synonyms you want to throw out?
I don't know. I got to hear what they said.
I said, when somebody has enough audacity, disrespect.
Cohenas.
Is that
I've tried to put
cojones?
Yeah, I tried to put a couple of them together there, and it didn't.
Cojones.
Yeah, cojones. There you go.
Mabas. You had no mabas.
No.
What name of the movie? Name of the movie?
Major League
2.
Yeah,
Major League 2.
Yeah. You have no marbles.
Jobu. Fuck you, Jabu.
I do it myself.
So this cat comes up to me. Now I know he's joking, but I don't care.
Does he though? Is he though?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna guess who he is in just a minute. You keep going.
No, I've said his name.
I'm gonna say like 6 names here in just a minute.
Yeah, I just told you though. I said back to Richard Hubbard.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
His initials are Richard Hubbard. I don't want to call him by name.
Right.
But he said, DK, I can't believe you've raised your ticket prices from $35 to $40. Plus, you're asking.
How dare you?
How dare they? As Clint Fraley, great American philosopher Clint Lee Fraley would say. And he said, raise your ticket price from $35 to $40, and then ask for a $5 beer charge at the gate or a $5 parking fee. I said, I'd like to feel sorry for you, but my stage more than doubled in price this year.
Yeah.
My sound, lighting, production more than doubled this year. I have 2 more artists than I had last year, including Grand Ole Opry member.
Yeah.
And no, not that one.
Yeah.
Jason Eady.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm up like $2,000 more in production. You can afford that $5 ticket and $5 beer fee.
I just know it from your side. I just know how much everything costs.
That's the only side to understand.
Right. I just know how much everything costs. So whenever somebody starts saying something about how much it costs and this and that, I go, and what I want to say is, oh yeah, but you don't understand how much this, and this was.
Boom.
But you can't. I go, well, it's more expensive to put that show on than what you think.
Absolutely.
And I tell him, I say, he's not taking home. He's not putting all that money in his pocket. That's going to that show. He didn't get rich off of this, and he didn't get rich off of it last year, and he ain't going to get rich off of it this year. And this year costs more than it did last year.
Did you tell somebody that? I'll bust somebody's ass.
If I did, I did. I might have recently.
I'll teabag them.
Yeah.
Do I like them?
I'm not telling you. I'm not giving you any.
I didn't ask if you wanted to give me a name. I like the person?
I'm not giving you anything that you might get to guess anything about.
I don't want to guess. Do I like the person? So that means if the person listening to this, and you say no, then I'll be like, then he'll know all of a sudden I don't like him. But you know what? People don't have to guess too many times if I like them or not, because I like most general people.
I'm not telling you. I'm not going to give you anything to guess off of.
Tell them I made $16,000 last year, and I put new rims on the Malibu and a Mistress through college.
Bam.
1 semester.
Right.
At UT.
Right. No, you didn't make it. I mean, maybe 16 might have done it. Your rims for Mally was what, $2,000 with the wheels and tire.
I got spinners.
That was $2,500. So you didn't put anybody through a semester at UT. But
no, I didn't. I made all that part up.
Tech.
I made every bit of that up. No, I don't have a mistress actually either. And if I did, I wouldn't pay her for college.
We don't need them to be smart.
No.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
it ain't the brain we're after.
I wouldn't buy them lip injections and Botox. I'm creeped out by all these women and their lip injections.
That's weird, isn't it?
It's a little much.
Kara showed me somebody the other day that I have literally known for 20 years.
Literally
known her 20 years. Listen, I didn't know who they were. I knew who their husband was. I was sitting there looking at their husband. And I said, who is he standing beside him? She said,
Kara said, that fake bitch.
yeah. Kara said, well, that's. I was like, no shit. I didn't have any idea who that was. It looks so different. And it was all from these lip injections.
Yeah.
It looks so weird. It does not look natural. And you know how, like, once something gets stretched out and it gets deflated, what does it look like after it falls back down?
Anything that stretches out too much loses low value to me. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Take them to Arby's for supper.
Yeah. Yeah. Lips look like, I'm trying.
You said literally 3 times in that sentence, which makes me think of every 24-year-old and under that uses the word literally all the time, and literally has no really. They don't really know what's literal and what's figurative. I don't think at this point anymore.
Yeah, had I said figuratively right then, it wouldn't have been right.
No, but you used it in the right.
Yeah,
but a lot of people say literally.
Yeah,
17 times.
I used. I was at a meeting one time, and I said, I don't know how much we lack on this.
Yeah,
but blah blah blah, and the guy goes, lack.
Oh.
I said, what do you mean? He said, you said lack instead of like. I said, yeah. Are you trying to tell me that I should have used like, or are you pointing out that I used lack correctly, or what are we doing here? He said. He kind of looked around and he started getting nervous about what he had done. Started to get self-conscious about, well, did I call this guy out on something and then it was wrong? So, and he never did explain. We just kind of went on. I kind of let it drop. But I don't know whether he was calling me out to tell me, like, haha, nobody else realized that lack was the right word, or you think that lack is the right word instead of like. I never did know what he did.
You want to go hurt him?
No, I don't care. I don't give a fuck what he's doing.
Who was it?
I tell you. I ain't saying no names.
Say his name, Destiny's Child.
No, I'm not saying anybody's name.
Nobody's around. Like nobody's around.
No, you're acting kind of shady. Quit calling me baby.
All right, baby. Let's move on. Yeah. Anyway, I just
and so Cole Chaney was bitching about your $40 tickets.
No, that was Richard
Tyler Hubbard. Oh,
Tyler Hubbard.
Yeah, there he is.
Cousin of Richard Hubbard.
Yeah. Oh, Richard Hubbard, the guy that broke up Florida Georgia Line.
That's the guy.
That was him.
That was the one. Maybe we'll cut that part out.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, not. Let's go ahead and mark that out.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just stop and get it. Let me just stop and get it before I forget it. All right, now we're back at it. No feelings were hurt during the recording of this show.
Yeah, no Florida Georgia Line. Did we already say that once? Or did you
I cut that out.
Well, no Florida Georgia Line fans were harmed, injured, or offended in the making of this podcast. If they were, good.
Yeah,
good.
I don't know what to tell you. I cut the offensive part out. I would have thought it was offensive.
You think? You think? Good call, Lucas.
Yeah.
Good call. Whew, man. So, 2 legends got to meet the other day at our fantasy football draft, after the fantasy football draft.
Mackey and
Domer York.
Oh, nice. That really surprises me that Mackey didn't know him.
I think, no, he's been out there.
Yeah.
I don't think Domer probably remembered, but.
How did that, did it go over like a lead balloon?
Here's the one thing about Jeremy Mackey and his growing legend. Did you see the T-shirt I made?
I have no idea what show I'm
I had a T-shirt made by Carrie Webb. My wife suggested her. She makes like custom T-shirts, and so I knew that Mackey was going to be coming to the fantasy football draft in the Stone Cold vest.
Yeah,
I bought him a Stone Cold Steve Austin vest.
Okay,
because he said he'd want one. I found one cheap on eBay. So I thought, well, I'm going to buy it for him. And so I said, how can I one-up Mackey? So I had the shirt made. It says legend with Mackey holding his 2 wrestling belts with a vest on.
That's hilarious.
And so we leave. Mackey puts a regular like Outlaws shirt on. I'm going to walk you through the pictures here. Here's Mackey jumping at the ceiling at Domer's. I kept saying he didn't touch it.
Yeah, he didn't touch it. There's no way he touched it.
Hold on. You touched the fucking ceiling. Do it again. I didn't see it.
Put your hat on. Put your hat on, bro.
The hat. No. It's there.
My hat, by the way.
Go write it down, do it.
You ready?
Yeah.
He missed it.
You didn't touch it.
He didn't
Yes,
touch
I
it.
did.
He did not touch it.
No.
He did not fucking touch it.
Fuck, I did. Try it again. You did.
For everybody that's listening, it's a 7-foot ceiling.
He didn't touch it.
You didn't touch it.
Yes, I did, Jack.
The fuck he did.
The fuck he did.
So he touched it.
Yeah.
Then you got him shirt, no
Hey,
shirt,
sir, behind the bar.
behind the bar with Domer watching NASCAR.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, you can't
Yeah,
write that book,
his,
can you?
that's as legendary as it comes, right there.
Yeah. He got that Ruger, that Cross, and that Tennessee. That was if that didn't come at the Fentress County Jail, I don't know where you got those 3 tattoos at.
Yeah.
For sure. And then here he is. If there was one thing you say about Jeremy Lee Mackey, he'll give you the shirt off his back.
Literally.
Literally gave the shirt off his back to that woman right there.
You know.
And it's not going to fit on her left breast.
I'll say it ain't gonna cover. It literally ain't gonna cover.
That ain't going to cover the fadeaway.
No. I bet that's her can of snuff sitting there on there.
And so it goes.
Oh, I guarantee
There's the legendary upside down twerk.
Upside down twerking on the wall. Happy about it.
First originated in Memphis, Tennessee, in a rap bar.
That big girl over there happy as she can be at
there's
that.
no doubt about that.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
She
And,
told that sleeveless tattooed two-tooth Peckerwood, she's sitting there beside us, said, "Get out of here." Said, "I'm taking that in a return home tonight."
well, I think it was an option.
Right.
You know, I think that she was feeling it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I do know. I get it.
Well, if you just walk up in any bar and you see that guy,
You see that guy shirtless, upside down, twerking on the wall.
it's all in the hips. You know, girls
Wrap it
say
up.
it's all in the hips. And Mackie just showed that wall.
What hips?
What them hips do?
The hips don't lie either.
No, Will Mackey's a legend. You know, we all know that is
Why, yeah.
in his own mind. You know, my favorite Mackey is the 7:30 on a Tuesday when I just pop up there to see him for a minute. Dustin, beer? Got a full one, Jeremy. Okay. 45 seconds later. DK, beer? Still got the same full one. Fair enough. Shots? It's Tuesday. It's
Yeah.
Tuesday, 7:30.
Gotta work tomorrow.
I'm just here to have this buffalo shrimp and maybe a cold beer, you know. That was just-
Maybe this one.
and that was
beer.
just because I was already in town.
Yeah, maybe this beer.
So I don't know. Oh boy, I just thought it was a funny deal. Hear that new Tyler Childers?
No,
You didn't hear the new Tyler Childers?
I didn't know there was no Tyler Childers. Anything. I don't have access to anything that would have told me that Tyler Childers is.
Okay. So here's what he's done. A friend of the show, Doug Martin. Fair enough to say, Doug
Yeah.
Martin, friend of the show. We've learned all our betting tips from Doug Martin. Remember, he was the one that said the over under and the plus minus and all
Yeah.
that cute shit back in the day. He sent me a great text about Tyler Childers. Now, when I was on Whiskey Riff and everything else, it's saying Tyler Childers to release triple album, which I don't like it when they do that. Like Cody Jinks released so much new music during the pandemic. He released like a Live from Red Rocks album. He released a acoustic of all of his old songs. He recorded, the metal album that came by Nod. He did 2 country albums. Just a lot of new music to take in at once, right? So everybody says Childers is releasing a triple album. I said, ugh, it's too much. 24 songs.
That's a lot.
Well, it's 8 songs. So I don't look at it. I just download. It's called Angel Band or something like that. Hallelujah and Jubilee. Two different versions. I'm just thinking, cool, he's released two different versions. First single. Can't wait to hear the new music. Doug Martin texted me on the way to work one day. Texted me. Childers is starting to piss me off, I think. Like, hey, man, you want to go off and do some weird little instrumental album that nobody cares about? Sure, you do you. He's referencing the Long Violent History album that he put out like last year where it was 7 tracks of instrumental. They had the one with lyrics. But you better not pull some weird shit like he just did and come out with 3 albums of 8 of the same songs. Like, what the hell, man? Just make a normal-ass 12-song album, for God's sakes. Hell, just studio record all the good shit that's uncut. I'd kill for a studio version of Charleston Girl. I know he's a weird guy, but damn. I already have a weird-ass Sturgill filling that role. Just put out some music that literally everyone loves.
What? So,
It's a track list.
I am lost as to what happened.
He's releasing. So I looked at when he said that, I went to the, where you go to iTunes and it has the song that says show more music or show complete album.
Uh-huh.
Tracks 1 through 8 on the Hallelujah version of this album. Old Country Church, Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven, Two Coats, Purgatory, Way of the Triune God, Angel Band, Jubilee, The Heart You've Been Tending. Album 2 is the Jubilee version of Old Country Church, Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven, Two Coats, Purgatory. The third version is the Joyful Noise version of Old Country Church, Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven.
Okay.
So I've got the Hallelujah and Jubilee version of Angel Band.
What's the difference in them?
I don't know that I'm ever going to know because I'm not ADHD enough to sit here and
Listen to all of it.
because they sound exactly the same to me.
Right.
I know we can't play music on here, but I'll tell you what,
we'll don't even
2 seconds.
Yeah, don't even 2 seconds it because it'll get
Okay.
YouTube will flag it.
Well, this is a classic show in the making, so we don't want to do that.
Right.
This is the best one we've done.
Yeah.
A long time.
All month.
And yeah, I don't know. Why?
He's what is he, a 20 something?
He's probably 20. Yeah, he's 20 something.
Here's my thing that I keep coming up with on with music, any type of art form. I was listening to just regular radio and Jimmy
Hendrix.
Allen, I guess.
Wicks.
Is Jimmy Allen a new guy, a new
Yes.
radio guy? So Jimmy Allen was talking, and he'd put out some new song. He said, and this to me encompasses the mind of all of those new Nashville people. He said, you have to listen to your fans and put out music that they want.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree?
I do not agree with that. What I agree with is there used to be a thought about art.
Making what you want to make.
And putting it out there. And it's not up to you how anybody else interprets it. That's why I don't like, I complain sometimes about musicians and singer-songwriters that like to talk too much about the song and where they're at and this and that. Because it doesn't matter what that is. It's not up to you. Once a piece of art leaves you, it's everyone else's at that point in time.
Make whatever you want to of it.
Make whatever you want to of it. So that's my feeling of it. So to a certain degree, I feel like if that's what Tyler Childers wanted to do, then I think that's probably the better way to have done it. Because that's how he as an artist felt like his art should come out. And then it's up to us to complain and bitch about it however we want to. So I think that's actually just part of the art. So I appreciate it in that respect. However, when there's some of my favorite artists, I still want them just to put out a damn song that I like to listen to instead of doing some weird shit.
But you liked Fast and Furious.
I love
Sturgill.
I love it. I listened to it twice. I literally listened to that entire album twice today. The Sound and Fury. I've listened to that entire album twice today. I love it so much. I've listened to it every day for the last month. For the last month, I've listened to it every day and twice today because I was in my truck particularly a lot today. I love that album. But then he puts out something about like Dude and Juanita. And it's like...
I like Dude and Juanita better than I do Fast and Furious.
It's like, what in the hell is this shit?
What's it really called?
Sound and Fury.
Sound and Fury.
Yeah.
I didn't give it a chance is why.
It's really good.
Well, I don't like Chinese anime porn.
Yeah. The Best Clockmaker on Mars. It's a fantastic song. Mercury in Retrograde. Fantastic song. Ronin. Fantastic intro. Everything about that album is fantastic.
Oh, God. I like Sturgill. Somebody, where was we at the other night? Somebody was giving us a hard time, says they didn't like Sturgill and we overhyped him. It was Thad, I think.
I have no idea. You say we, I don't know that I was there.
No, we weren't. I was somewhere. I think it was Thad that said that he don't like Sturgill. Thad, I'm sorry if it was you. Well, I was somewhere, And they said, I just don't dig Sturgill like you and Lucas.
Right.
I said, well, Lucas likes him a little more than I do.
Yeah.
I said, but I
don't like Jinx. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not a Jinx fan. I can't get in the.
You hurt my feelings with that. Chris Boone absolutely broke my heart.
Yeah. I can't get into it. You know, everybody for. But anyway, I really like the putting out the art as the way you see it.
Yeah.
You know, and don't listen to what anybody has to say about like a critique of it. You know, if that's how you felt about it, then put it out there that way, and then let all the critics critique it, beat it up, turn it around, turn it upside down, make it into something else. It's theirs to do with it as they please after it comes out of your body. I like that, and I think that thing of that Jimmy Allen said, I put this out on something and just a snippet of it to see if they liked it before I ever cut the song. And it's like, oh, that's not I don't think that's the way to do it. If you like the song, you should have done it, put it out.
You know who's the king at that? Now think about it. We ain't talked about him in a long time. Shooter Jennings is the king of that.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You're talking about the son of Waylon Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
That when he was 18 years old, moved to California, started a band called Stargun.
Right.
Did like the Velvet Revolver sounding kind of rock.
Uh-huh.
You know, you were about to say something.
I don't like the albums, all the albums that Shooter Jennings put out, but I love the artist that Shooter Jennings is.
Well,
I love art for the sake of art, and that's the only thing about modern art. Like if you go to a modern art museum, the only thing that I like about that is that that was in somebody's mind, and they did it and put it out. You know, and then it's up to you. If you don't have to like it, beat it up if you need to. That's part of art.
Yeah, with Childers and Sturgill, even when they do their weird stuff, they've got enough good stuff, and I'm still going to stay around as a fan and appreciate it. Because Shooter did the Stargun album at like 22 years old or whatever he was.
Right.
Like I said, kind of the Velvet Revolver because he got a chance to be in the Velvet Revolver at the time. Then he comes out with the 3 country albums, Put the Old Back, Electric Rodeo, and The Wolf.
Uh-huh.
Never even barely referenced he was Waylon's son. He didn't try to ride those coattails.
Uh-huh. Then
he goes and does a politically driven concept album called Black Ribbons that was 10 years ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
That album makes so much more sense in 2020 than it did in 2010.
Right.
Okay. And then he puts out Outlaw Youth, and he does the back-to-back Family Man, Other Life album. Family Man was kind of country. Then he puts out the album I always talked about on here where he said, man, he thought that was weird. I'm doing a disco tribute.
With Marilyn Manson.
And I got a song. It's a Bowie song, and Manson's on it.
Yeah.
Then after he does that weirdness, he says, I'm going to do a Hank Jr. 80s album called Shooter. And then he said, I'm going to stop performing altogether, but I'm going to go produce albums of Tanya Tucker, Brandy Carlisle, Marilyn Manson, American Aquarium, Hank the Fourth, Four.
You know something else that's weird to me is how big of a pedestal that Hank Williams Sr. is put up on. And he was dead at 29. His body of work cut off at 29 years old.
It's that same as Tupac, died at 25. Yeah. Same as Kurt Cobain, died at 27. I mean,
was he as relevant before he died?
Hank Sr.?
Right.
I wouldn't.
Tupac had as big of a career, possibly a bigger career after he was dead than he did before he was dead. He had more commercial success after his death. You know,
he wrote 84 albums in prison that one year.
Yeah, you know. Did Hank Williams Sr. have the impact when he was alive that he did afterwards, or did his legend propel him into a different stratosphere after he died? Well, I don't know.
Like Hank Jr. said on "Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way?" his Waylon cover, I wasn't standing there in 48. I don't know if Hank done it that way.
Right.
I don't know. Right. In fact,
and neither does anybody else. Right?
I do know I need to bring up this text conversation between Mackie and our new friend Nolan Spivey. Okay. But I meant to bring this up. You're going to get a kick out of this.
Okay.
Mackie's that guy.
Yeah.
And I meant to bring this up earlier and I forgot. And that's why I've not been ignoring our conversation. I'm just trying to find out. I was in Nashville at the Ryman Auditorium watching Ward Davis and Charles Wesley Godwin, Josh Malloy. Nolan Spivey's a younger kid, listens to this podcast.
Okay. Hello, Nolan.
And he's a Whitleyville kid, lives in Baxter. Now, we invited him. He's like, yeah, I'll do fantasy football. I said, yeah, man. If we got an extra spot, I'll invite you in. Well, Mackey's like the real cowboy, you know.
Oh, I
Nolan
guarantee it.
Nolan fancies himself a little bit of a beer drinker. So all he's heard is these
Young
stories.
kid, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know how old Nolan is.
Right.
Late 20s,
Right.
probably. So, you know, all you're hearing is these stories about Mackey and the Vegas bombs and the Jaeger bombs and,
Yeah.
you know, drinking and shotgunning and all this, you know, all the real all-around cowboy of partying. So at 9:33 on Saturday night when I'm at the Ryman, this group text between 12 of us. Nolan says, it's all about the he said, she said bullshit. At Mackey, keep your distance because right now I'm dangerous. And Mackey said, what the fuck is your deal with me, kid? I ain't did shit to you. Nolan said, hey, yo, y'all team way too lit. Bitch. Suck Smokies. So I send to Scott Hall. I'm agging it on from the pews of the Ryman. I'm hitting him with this. At Mackey, pull up, bitch. Drew McMillan said, this is a great league. Nolan continues. Mackey doesn't know his butt from a hole in the ground. Mackey said, who the F is this? So Nolan says, my name's John Lee Pettimore.
Same as my daddy. My daddy.
Mackey said, sounds like you don't know to me. He said, well, you can smell the whiskey burning down Copperhead Road. To Mackey said, we all know it's a song, you dumbass. And a couple guys comments, I think I see what's going on. I believe it's a drunk man crush on the Mac.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're all kind of enjoying this. 10-14 that night. You know, I always told you Mackey's really dramatic with his texting.
Yeah.
He'll make you ask a few questions before we get to the point of a text. So, hey, period. Nolan, period. The verdict is in, period. All capital letters. You are not in this league. Any questions, you can ask 7 people in this league. Bye-bye, kid. Nolan is so unfazed that he doesn't respond at 10-14, which leads Mackey at 12:54 to say, so yeah, kid, kick effing rocks.
Yeah.
And at 3:59, he says, he said, hey, Mackey, just worry about last place, dog. Mariota ain't it. You can't save him. You can have him for free. He ain't been good since 2014. I've never been one to stir the pot. So Sunday morning at 10:06, I say, how's everyone feeling this morning?
Yeah.
And so Nolan starts talking. Old Mackey sends me a private message while I'm eating my pancakes at the Cracker Barrel. Serious, Dustin.
Yeah.
Nolan. Separate messages. I don't give a separate message. It's him or me. Separate message. You tell me, kid. I said, Jeremy, I will talk to him. I just think it's a joke, buddy.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious, Dustin. I've talked to several people. We're in agreement. And I ignored that text. Still not changing my mind. I said, who voted against him?
Yeah.
Who really voted against him? I need
is
names.
You. Yeah. This is you, Mackie.
He said, really?
Because I'm going to talk to these other people. Yeah, Mackie. I've got their names in this text thread. I'm going to text everyone up, Mackie.
I said, I will fix this. He goes, I'm serious, man. If he's in, I'm out.
Yeah.
So I called Nolan.
Yeah.
It's a joke, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just messing with him. Okay.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure.
So the whole day, Godwin calls me and he's laughing about it.
Oh, yeah.
Mackey's just fired up.
Yeah.
And he says, I ain't talking to him. Mackey says, that's fine. I ain't talking to him. They get there, Nolan's messing with him. We're all cutting up. And Mackey agrees with him. And Nolan's like, are we friends now? Nope. But there's pictures of them smiling and laughing, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful friendship.
Yeah.
I can see a Thursday night they're going to be out together.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be full circle.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be hammered drunk at some point.
Well, you got to earn the respect of the all around real cowboy.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he maybe come in a little too hot for the new. Maybe the new guy come in a little hot. You know, maybe you need to fill the room out a little bit before you start. You know, throwing shade at the OG in the crowd. You know, but hey, it's not up to me to decide. You know, I've made mistakes when I was a kid too. You know, I quit drinking, so I quit making them. You know.
Well, The rest of us certainly loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Back and forth. Well, Jeremy was very adamant.
Yeah.
But Nolan come in, just did his thing, drafted nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all, like I said, they're going to end up together on some night in Cookville, and it's just going to be a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Well, I got to go.
Yeah, it's late. I'm sorry.
It's late. I got to go put the kids to bed, give showers. I'm already in trouble because I wasn't in there to give showers tonight. And it's
8:41.
It's 8:41.
Put a little perspective on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yep. All right.
Thanks for calling Wes Shipp. That's fun.
Hopefully we'll get in here again, and
well, yeah, eventually we will.
Hope to do one again next week. Thank you for listening to One Lane Road Podcast. Don't forget,
October 15th.
Like 50-something sponsors. Go to my Facebook, check them out. Thank you, every one of them.
We love you.
Love you.
Talk to you later.